Hey everybody, it is Natalie from powermoontarot. Welcome to your reading. And I just want to make a quick announcement before we start. There is someone on Instagram who is pretending to be me, and she has 200 and some followers, and 200 and some people following her, and then she's following like 1,000 people, okay? And on my profile, I think I follow like 100 people. But anyway, she's been sending friend requests to the people that legitimately follow me on Instagram and trying to get them to send her money, okay? So please watch out for that. I will never, ever ask you for money through anything. I will never ask you for any money ever. If you want a personal reading from me, it will be because you reached out to me, okay? It's not gonna be because I reach out to you, just so that's clear. And they're doing this, these scammers are doing this to a ton of readers. So if you get requests from other readers that you follow and you follow their real page, you'll be able to tell, because my page, my Instagram page has posts going back, years and years and years. This person stole like 10 pictures from my page and then put it on theirs and pretended to be me. Okay, so it's really obvious it's not me. And the link to my Instagram profile is actually in my description box. And if you just copy that and put it in, you'll find me. They're using the exact same profile picture that I use on my Instagram page, which makes me feel like I might change my profile picture from what it is right now. But anyway, and I put the official page of Natalie H in my profile as well, so you know if it's me on Instagram, okay? And scammers are doing this to readers on TikTok as well. And let's see what else, and stealing their content and pretending to be them. And they show up in the YouTube comments all the time as well, stealing my picture and then making a username that's very similar to mine, and then commenting on every single person's comment about they can have a free reading, or here's my WhatsApp, da-da-da-da-da. And it's just very annoying. And then I have to go through and delete all of those comments because I really don't want them on my page, on my YouTube page. So what I'm saying is just do not fall for this. They are doing this all over the place, thinking that they can scam people. And the best thing that we can do is just report them and refuse to buy into, whatever it is that they're doing, and not allow them to make any money or get any attention off of it, okay? And I think it's kind of funny because these people are, especially the legitimate readers who are also witches and spiritualists, and these scammers are trying to scam witches. You know what I mean? So good luck to them with that. And, good luck to them as far as they're trying to scam me and the people that follow my work, okay? But at the end of the day, these people are not going to be successful because they're sitting here trying to scam people who who have a lot of authority and strength in the spiritual realms. But anyway, that is all I'm going to say about that. Please don't fall for that. And thank you for those of you that reached out to me on Instagram and alerted me to the fact that this person was doing this, okay? And that is it for that. So the reading today is called Who Loves Your Fierceness and Style? And we are going to go ahead and get initials at the end of your reading, okay? So stick around for the end. We will be having an extended reading for each pile, and you can find my Vimeo channel link below in the description box as well. Just make sure you choose the right pile for this reading. And for those of you that would like a personal reading, details for how to request one are below, and the procedure to go through. And let's see, what else? For those of you that would like to follow me on my other tarot channel called Light of Ascension Tarot, I do have 2 channels, and the other channel is more spiritual based type readings and less about, you and your person or romance, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and get into it for everybody. And let's begin. All right, so for pile number 1, we have the yellow tea light. If you're drawn to the yellow tea light, you'll choose pile number 1. For pile number 2, we have the blue tea light. And for pile number 3, we have the red tea light. So close your eyes, take a deep breath. What are you feeling today? Are you feeling yellow? Are you feeling blue? Are you feeling red? What color flashes in your head? What do you instinctually feel drawn to? Okay, and that's a really good way to practice your own psychic abilities. If you generally get readings that are like pretty spot on for me and then one isn't, I mean, not every reading is going to be quote unquote spot on because, you know, I feel like it's interesting for me with piles because I feel like spirit points me in the direction of the people that need to hear the message most, or the group or the collective from that pile that is needing that message the most, right? So if you hear one reading from me and it's really, really resonating out of the park and my channeled messages are crazy applying to you, then, you know, definitely take that reading, you know, times a million, because your guides pointed you there for a reason. And also know that your own intuition is choosing something that is appropriate for you as well, which is a very good sign for your own intuition if you're trying to build your own intuition, okay? I mean, everyone has intuition, but some days we feel like more intuitive and other days we feel less intuitive. Some people, someone wrote me a comment that they like to choose the piles with a random number generator, which I thought was really interesting too. So whatever works for you, okay? And let's go ahead and clear the energy and we'll get started. Let's do it. Pile number 1, welcome to your reading. You chose the yellow tea light, and today's reading is called Who Loves Your Fierceness and Style? We will be getting initials at the end of the reading, so stick around for that. And for those of you that would like to check out the extended reading, there'll be a link to my Vimeo channel below, and just make sure you choose pile number 1 for this reading, okay? Let's go ahead and get some channeled messages. Spirits, angels, and guides, please connect me to the beautiful energy of my pile number 1s who come here today with honesty, seeking your true guidance, please, okay? And thank you for allowing me to be the medium here between pile number 1 and yourself. So let's go ahead and get into it, if I can get some channeled messages. Okay, Spirit is showing me like the color red. So maybe you guys are gonna pick the red pile, or you already listened to the red pile. But I also feel like Spirit's telling me red licorice. Okay, so maybe there's red licorice, or you were eating some, or you have something that's a licorice kind of a flavor. Licorice root can also be like used as an herb or in teas as well. What else for pile number 1? Okay, I just heard massive hernia. Okay, so maybe you struggled with one in the past, or you had a father, a brother, a sibling, a mother, or a friend that suffered a massive hernia. Also, when people laugh really hard, they're like, I'm gonna have a hernia, you know, like if I keep laughing. So maybe some of you where someone was expressing that. Okay, Spirit is telling me something about coronary, which I believe is related to the heart, and then something about an infection, okay? So maybe someone in your family had that, or you heard about this recently, or you were watching some show, but Spirit is just giving me that. Okay, I just heard Lord of the Flies. It's like Lord of the Flies around here. What is that from anyway? Isn't Lord of the Flies, isn't that a movie, you guys? But anyway, people sometimes say that when it's like, you know, the vultures are descending, right? It's like Lord of the Flies around here. I love vultures. Actually, on my other channel, YouTube channel, Light of Ascension Tarot, I did a reading on vultures, but you know what I'm saying, pile number 1. Let's see what else here. Okay, I'm just getting the image of someone turning a dial, or it's almost like a button, or turning a button, or turning a dial, okay? It's almost like a radio dial or something of that nature, like turning a dial or adjusting something. What else for pile number 1? I just heard spit on it, which is funny. That's one of my cards from the dirty little grab bag. But anyway, spit on it. Ooh, what else? Something about something being televised. Televised. So something being like shown publicly or shown on TV, pile number one. I feel like some of you maybe you were on, like, quoted on a news show or something, even when you were younger, something about you were on something for a minute, something was televised, maybe something, an event you were at or a sporting event or something is what I'm getting, pile number one. What else here? Okay. I just heard musculature. I don't know, maybe someone here works in the health field because I'm getting like a lot of medical stuff. Let's see, anything else for pile number one? I just heard the word moose, like someone taking up a lot of space, like a moose. And it's like, I feel like someone's kind of pushing someone over and saying like, move over, okay? And maybe this happened like when you were younger and you were in the car with your siblings and you're like, you're taking up too much room, like move over. Or someone's on the bus and it's like, ugh, like move over, will you? Or something like that. All right, pile number one. Let's see. I mean, I could just sit here and channel messages all day because it's really fun for me. Spirit is showing me a kite as well. Maybe some of you guys like did that when you were younger, or you did that with your kids, or you've wanted to try that before. I mean, I think it's kind of hard, right? I mean, it doesn't always fly, and it doesn't always, maybe it's easier if you get those drone things that kind of fly around, but aren't those like, I know in some places they're like no drones allowed, right? Which I'm always like, why not? Anyway, I mean, maybe because it interacts with the wildlife in places and you're not supposed to. But anyway, Queen of Swords on the bottom of the deck. She's already fierce as hell, pile number one. And for those of you that have air in your chart, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, particularly Libra, welcome to your reading because she is fierce anyway. And the Queen of Swords isn't afraid to, you know, cut through the minutia, take things head on, and, you know, face what needs to be faced with honesty, clarity, and truth. All right, so pile number one, let's get into it. Oh my God, there you are again. The Queen of Air or the Queen of Swords. Yeah, pile number one. I like it. Look at that booty shaking. All right, we could also have some Aquarius, Libra, or Aquarians here, but I like how she's kind of like showing her butt to people and has her face or her nose in the air like, you wish. You know, I like the attitude, pile number one. And it's like, you wish you could have some of this. You wish that you could, you know, grab on these cheeks or, you know, play with this meat. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you wish, okay? I'm liking it. I'm liking your attitude. Pile number one. I think a lot of people, because we have like double Queen of Swords energy here, I think a lot of people notice like your fierceness and your attitude. And, you know, I think like you can get away with it though, pile number one, because it's like fun and it's cute. You know what I mean too? The World card. Look at you. She looks like she's on top of the world. And she's got like, you know, like kind of like a shotgun hanging out of her hand. Like she's just like, don't get in my way. Like move over. Like I was saying in your channeled messages, like move it. I'm the queen or king of this castle. And definitely like we see a lot of booty action here. So somebody really likes the booty or the whole like kiss my butt type of thing. And it's like Cowboy Jane over here with the World card. But I feel like I'm also getting the name Tristan or the T name. So maybe some of you know someone with that name, or you went to school with someone with that name or whatever. But I feel like you guys are like, take no prisoners, okay? And that, you know, it's like, don't get in my way. I have a mission to accomplish, okay? And so far, I'm seeing what they like about you, but we're going to find out who they are. Two of Cups. So this is somebody who you are romantically involved in, or who you were romantically involved in. And we could have Cancer energy here with the Two of Cups, but I'm also feeling Leo, all right? And yeah, I mean, I feel like this person saying like you're such a sweetheart when you really care for someone or when you really love them, but at the same time, like you are not afraid of, if people aren't, you know, respectful of you and treating you right. Like Saturn represents the World card, okay? So if people are not respecting you and treating you right, or treating you in a way that you like, I feel like you guys are like, you're gone, you know, like you're gone. So oh, we have the Four of Wands. Oh, wow. Yeah, I mean, I feel like for those of you that are currently with a partner, or you're talking to someone and you're really like feeling the energy between you two, I feel like this person is also feeling the energy as well. And the Four of Wands is very stylish and is very fierce. It's a Venus and Aries card, so it's quite fierce. And I do think someone here likes your openness and, you know, your smile and the way that you kind of like meet things head on, and also like how you celebrate others, I feel like, as well. Pile number one, like it's not just always about you, like you also are able to celebrate other people and be there for them. And I do feel like there could be somebody that is in your neighborhood, or somebody that you share, like you live in the same apartment complex, or you live in the same neighborhood, and you see them and you talk to them, or you might run into them. And I feel like this person like genuinely thinks like that you're exciting, that you're cute, you know, all these kind of things, okay? And this could be someone that is like I told you, like around your home or not too far from your home, okay? And yeah, okay, we have the Seven of Wands, which is also very fierce. And this person saying like you, okay, it's 11:11 in your reading right now, pile number one. Look at my clock, 1111. And the Four of Wands is also 1111 with the Four of Wands. So 1111 times 2, and the Queen of Swords times 2, which is great. And with the World card too, I feel like this person's like, you're the total package as well, and you rock my world, all right? And I feel like this person is saying like you do have the ability to stand up for other people and to, you know, like handle change and approach things in a way that is very strong and enduring, okay? And that you, for like your loved ones or the people that you care about, you definitely defend them and stand your ground, okay? And this may be even someone that you like had a sassy little mouth to recently, or someone that you kind of like told them like, hey, I need you to do XYZ, or I need you to, you know, I need you to treat me this way, or it's over, or just, you know, kind of like with the Queen of Swords, kind of calling people out and saying, look, I need you to kind of like, you know, pony up here, okay, with the Seven of Wands. And I also feel like there is a friend that maybe you have been counseling or coaching as well, to tell them if, you know, like you want the best for them, but if somebody isn't respecting them and treating them like they should, then, you know, that person should be, you know, like kicked out of your life, okay? Because I'm also seeing that too. And maybe you guys do that a lot for the people in your life, like defending people and, you know, telling people like you deserve better than that type of thing. And I also feel like there's a friend here that really, someone here that likes you in your neighborhood, or someone around you that has a crush on you, but also a friend that's like, hell yeah, you know, because of the way you are. We have Remember and Awakening. So maybe you guys are finding that fierceness within you, okay, and awakening that within you. And maybe it wasn't always that way. With the Two of Cups can be very compromising, but it also could be a little bit too compromising, maybe just to kind of keep the peace, right? But I feel like you guys are, you know, like, because the yellow tea light represents the solar plexus, I feel like you guys are quite strong these days in asserting what it is that you want, okay? And I also feel like you guys always give people a hand as well and help them realize like their own fierceness, okay, too. Sexy shoes and a fetish, okay. So what's really funny is I feel like this person, whoever they are, we're going to find out more information, but it's like they want to reach out and tickle the booty or smack the booty because the hand is like reaching towards it, like to grab it or smack it. And I feel like they like it. They're like, heck yeah, okay? And some of you guys may have some really interesting shoes, like boots, sexy boots, or like even like cowboy or cowgirl boots that are really hot on you. And then also like open-toed, like sexy shiny shoes or black shoes. And yeah, and somebody really liking the type of different shoes that you have. And also some of you may wear a hat at some times too, like a cowboy hat or some type of cool hat or funny hat or cute hat. And I feel like this person really digs it. It could be pretty quirky as well at times. And someone is having a fetish about your feet or the type of shoes that you wear and attributes this to your fierceness as well. We have drained and nothing left and falling asleep. Okay. Well, I mean, this Two of Cups is talking about how like somebody really, like you really give them a run for their money, and maybe you stay up late and you talk to this person, or you've had some long conversations with them, or you guys get busy and you want to go multiple rounds with the Seven of Wands here. You want to keep pushing or going. This person's like, damn, baby, you know, take it easy, right? But yeah, I mean, I feel like you guys are really can go more than multiple rounds when you're in like or you may be able to stay up late and talk a lot. And with the Queen of Swords too, like communicating, talking, sharing as well. And lifting other people up too. But I feel like at times in your life, pile number one, in the past, like I said, you may have been too compromising for other people, or you might have been around people that you were trying to help or some way that were kind of draining your energy, okay? And I feel like ever since you've just gone in the direction, I feel like with the world here, your boundaries have gotten a lot sharper and stronger. And with the Queen of Swords coming out twice, I feel you guys are not afraid to kind of tell people like, hey, you know, you're not going to walk all over me. And Spirit is saying here, like, remember who you are with this Queen of Air, okay? And we have, there's something so sweet about your soft little lips. Both sets, I'm sure, are heaven-sent gifts. Ooh la la. So somebody feels like you're a heaven-sent gift and really likes, like maybe you have a very sexy pout, or you know, like your lips are always like this juicy kind of a looking thing here, pile number one, or just very kissable, I feel like. Very clean too, you know, like very clean, maybe not even needing like a lot of lipstick or whatever, or just a lot of stuff on your face, but I get this kind of like clean feeling, okay? Pile number one, yeah. We have here, I'm one gaze away from tearing off the undies and having my way, the panties or the undies and having my way, okay? And I feel like you really get this person revved up here with the Seven of Wands, like you really get their engine purring, or you get their engine running here. And yeah, and I feel like this person is like, you know, even if you're just wearing like a gray t-shirt and, you know, black underwear or something like that, and nothing else, right? Like your style is still really fierce just because you're fierce, okay? And Yay, pile number one. Okay. And somebody really excited about you physically and passionately and sexually with the Four of Wands here. Okay. And the seven, I'm getting with the Seven of Wands, like desperately trying to make it happen with you or really wanting to make it happen with you. Ah, yes, we have Saturn. And I feel like a lot of you could have grown up with quite a bit of responsibility. This is card number 19. So maybe even when you were a teenager or growing up, you had a lot of responsibilities and you were used to always like, you know, taking care of others or being there for others. And also Saturn is about boundaries and, you know, knowing where I end and where you begin and that type of thing. Okay. And if we've been like overly self-sacrificing to other people to make them feel comfortable, etc., like I feel like Saturn comes along to teach us a lesson and tells us like, you know, we need to be more firm with our boundaries and be able to stand up for ourselves, okay? And I do feel like this is a lesson that you guys have really focused on, and it's coming through, okay? Some of you may be going through a Saturn return, which is like, you know, ages 29 to 31. And you may be going through that right now. And yeah, so, or you may have a very prominent Saturn in your chart that stops you from becoming, you know, too self-sacrificing to other people through having good boundaries, all right? And knowing when enough's enough. With Saturn, it's like enough's enough, right? And we have the moon. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, as I was talking about feelings and emotions, for some of you, you maybe had with the moon Saturn, some of you may have moon in aspect to Saturn in your birth charts, like, you know, by square or by opposition, or you may have like moon in Capricorn, but we have moon Saturn energy here. And I feel like, you know, a lot of people kind of expecting you maybe to be responsible for their feelings, maybe even in your family as well, or kind of putting like heavy emotions on you. And I feel like you guys are just like, no way, you know, like you're just like, I'm not going to do this anymore. And I learned a lot of lessons around emotional boundaries and giving too much. Okay. And yeah, some of you may have had like a difficult or challenging time with your mothers as well, or your families with moon Saturn. Okay. Or felt inhibited, all right, around, you know, setting boundaries or expressing yourself, all right? And I feel like these days you guys are like, F that, like, I am who I am, take me or leave me, like, if you like me, great, if you don't, then like, bye, you know? Good for you guys. We have I am visionary, card number 12. Creativity is a driving force in your life. Your imagination is rich and you are able to express your feelings and insights in unique ways that others can benefit from. Yeah, and I do feel like others benefit a lot from like, you know, and when this here, I feel like there could be a lot of people like friends, siblings, romantic partners. I feel like a lot of them notice this about you. You know, and if they didn't before, they do now. And you do have a very rich imagination, but your insights are unique, all right? And other people can benefit from your insights, all right? Which is, I am a visionary, okay? So this person thinking that you're a visionary, all right? And we have mystery here. Wow. Okay. And, you know, with the number 12, we could have Pisces energy, mystery. We could be talking about the moon and Pisces and all kinds of stuff like that. But I feel like this person is like magnetically attracted to you here. Do you see these two towers that are like pulling towards one another? I feel this person is magnetically attracted to you, and like that you really make this person stand at attention and like make them very make them feel very activated by being in your presence, okay? And even emotionally and physically, I feel like you make this person feel quite activated with your presence, okay? And for them, it's like a mystery, like how do you get me to kind of like feel this way, okay? But you're a complex person, pile number one, with a lot of layers. I mean, yeah, you are the Queen of Swords times two, but you're also like very caring and discerning and insightful as well, okay? And yeah, this may be someone who is having a hard time figuring out their feelings for you, or their feelings kind of hit them hard with the Seven of Wands and it feels overwhelming at times, or it feels like a lot, or maybe they're just trying to kind of hold back, not hold back, but just not go too crazy with it, you know, or just be a little bit defensive here. But I do feel like somebody is, you know, they say they're one gaze away from, you know, ripping your clothes off, basically. It's a mystery, pile number one. How did this happen, right? And we have balance. Oh my God, of course, balance with the Libra energy and the yin and yang. And this is somebody who feels like, you know, you are kind of the balance to them. Also, I feel you guys have a good balance in you, pile number one, between yin and yang. And maybe it wasn't always that way. Maybe you were very yin or passive in the past about certain things, especially when it came to the people that you really cared about. Maybe, you know, maybe needing to work on boundaries and things like that. But I do feel like you're a much more balanced person, and like your fierceness is actually making you more attractive to people, which is amazing, okay? And we have willpower, absolutely. And we see another world here, and we have the world card here. So there's two worlds here. And another message is, I feel like, you know, maybe you guys are people that have like two separate worlds at times, you know, like you are one way in one situation and another way in another situation. But I think you're bringing things together more within yourself. And I think it's just increasing your willpower. I also feel like they're finding your fierceness and your inner bitch or asshole, pile number one, which I think is important in life. People need to find that in life. I think that also makes you more successful and helps you to become like, to elevate yourself and to accomplish your goals even more, okay? Which I love that for you, pile number one, I really do. And I'm going to read you a little bit from my dragon, or this isn't my oracle, but from this dragon path oracle. I was about to say my oracle, but this is someone else's oracle. But what I want to tell you here is, this dragon balance depicts aspects of us as a whole, our light and our shadow. As humans, we show the world our many different sides, right? For we are multifaceted and can change from situation to situation. These aspects can include compassion, frustration, love, irritation, joy, and so on. His appearance, the balanced dragon in your spread, is to remind you that everything is perfect, even if the situation you find yourself in is pushing your buttons, okay? I mean, let it, pile number one. I feel like you can handle a little bit of button pushing, all right? Fear and frustration only serve one purpose, and that is to disempower. Life on earth is all about achieving a personal equilibrium, seeing things for what they are, and balancing your daily activities and demands with time to laugh and play. You run the risk of becoming too serious and getting caught up in dramas that are unfolding by not allowing yourself time to play. You can call upon the balanced dragon energy and wisdom to guide you to more balance, to be more balanced in how you feel and how you view or feel about your situation. You cannot have darkness without light or sun without the moon. Here's the moon right here, okay? Do you need to learn to say no or to look at personal boundaries? Wow, pile number one. I was just literally talking about that. Maybe you should say yes to things which, although they make you feel fearful, will assist in your personal spiritual growth, okay? Remember that what you are experiencing in your life now is transitional. It won't last forever. This too will soon pass. This too shall pass, okay? And I love that saying. I've always loved that. Pile number one, this too shall pass, okay? Even if things have been difficult at times. And yeah, I mean, people find your willpower very strong and sexy, I feel like, here too, all right? And a lot of people being mysteriously kind of pulled into your energy here. And let's go ahead and find out. Let's narrow this down. I already gave you guys some clues about who is loving your fierceness and style, but let's go ahead and get some initials here, okay? To really, if you see your initials, their initials, or something that I mentioned here, I, yeah, you, I. First and foremost, it's about you, pile number one. I love the I, and then it comes up as one, and then your pile number one. If, wow. If I was your girl, the things I'd do to you. Do you know what that, you know who sings that song? If, it's called If. If I was your girl, the things I'd do to you. Yeah, do you guys know who sings that? Put it in the comments if you do. We have Q, very unique energy. We have K, okay. KF, we have a T. Yeah, I mentioned the T names, didn't I? And Kit, we have KIT. I'm kite. If we had the E, I mentioned the kite at the beginning of the reading too. Okay. Let's see what else here. Tick, tick, tick. Okay. Kit. Let's see what else we have here. Fit. You're very fit. FIT, pile number one. I think that's kind of like in the UK, calling someone fit is like saying that they're like really cool or sexy or fun. So you're fit, pile number one. We have the A, cat. Okay, Catherine or Cat, report to your reading. Kate, Catherine. All right, Cat, welcome to your reading. Tia, TIA, welcome to your reading. I love doing that to you guys. And yeah, we have a V here, a V. I feel like you guys have the advantage in life because you can play both ends, right? You can be both compassionate and loving, but also sassy at the same time. FAV, I feel like someone here is like, you're my favorite. Did someone tell you that? Like you're my favorite person, or you're just like my favorite in general? Or I love being around you. Like you're my favorite person to hang out with. Okay, we have FAT, we have fat and fit. Okay, so maybe some of you didn't always look at yourself in the most negative way. All right, but spirit wanting, I mean, and a lot of times, like, you know, you can still, like for me, I'm not the skinniest person on the planet by any means, but I think I still look fit because I dress nice and because I look cute. So whatever, pile number one, like be you is what I'm saying, okay? And BAT, bat, here, batter, swing, all right? We have bag, get that bag. Yeah, the world and willpower, get that bag, pile number one. You got it in the bag, baby. We have gave, G-A-V with the E. Like, I feel you guys have gave a lot in the past in your relationships or to other people. We have tag, T-A-G. If someone tagged you in a photo recently, I feel like that's another sign like this person likes being, you know, I mean, when people do that, they're like, hey, you know, but I also feel it's a sign that someone here like likes you or your style. Okay, I'm getting the name Ava as well. Iva or Ava. Okay. And yeah, let's see what else. Let's see what else for initials here. What else for initials for pile number one, please? Okay. We have an H. Have. Yeah. Now you have it all, pile number one. You gave a lot, and now you got it all, baby. We have here, let's see. Half. Half. Like the word half. Yeah, interesting. There's the E I've been searching for. He. Okay, so a male here or a masculine. Bae, if someone calls you bae. Bae, you're my fave. Okay, literally. There's fave and bae. Okay. Get. All right, the word get. Let's see, Fab, F-A-B, fabulous. Who's fabulous? It's pile number 1. I love it. Okay, we have we have, I feel like this person is saying like we have an amazing bond, or we have a beautiful, you know, we have a beautiful friendship, or we have a beautiful relationship, okay? And let's see. We could have fear, F-E-A, we're missing the R, but like, you know, I talked about fear with this balance card, you know, that sense of, I feel like you guys are overcoming that though, big time, pile number 1. We have O, okay? We have the letter O. I feel like we have the word bigot here, okay? So maybe there was someone in your life that really treated you unfairly and was a major bigot, pile number 1, towards you, or a major hypocrite in some type of way, okay? And I feel like you guys are definitely outgrowing any of that energy, and you're being very strong with who you are, which I love for you guys, okay? And yeah, we have WeHo here, which is West Hollywood, and we have Q, so we could definitely have LGBTQ in this pile. And also West Hollywood, which is a really amazing city in Los Angeles. It's its own city. I used to go to WeHo all the time back in the day when I used to live in LA. So if you guys have ever been there, or you were around there, or you wanted to go there, welcome to your reading. Kate, K-A-T, Kate or Catherine again, literally almost being completely spelled out in this reading, okay? So that is what I am getting for you, my wonderful pile number 1s. For those of you that would like to continue on with me to the extended reading, we'll get more about this connection that we were talking about in your reading, and just go further into this reading in general. Thank you so much, beautiful pile number 1. I'd love to see you on the extended reading, but if not, I will see you again soon. And please do, if you can, like the video. I really appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet or enabled all notifications, I would really appreciate it if you would. Thank you so much, pile number 1, and take care. Let's move on to pile number 2. All right. Let's do it. Pile number 2, welcome to your reading. You chose the blue tea light, and today's reading is called Who Loves Your Fierceness and Style, okay? Stick around to the end of the reading because we will be doing initials, and for those of you that would like to continue on, there'll be a link to my Vimeo channel in the description box, and just make sure you choose pile number 2 for this reading, okay? Let's start off by a little prayer and channeling messages, and then I'll get into your cards, okay? Spirits, angels, and guides, please connect me to the beautiful energy of my pile number 2s who come here today seeking your wonderful guidance. Thank you for allowing me to be the medium between yourself and pile number 2. All right, let's go ahead and get some channeled messages here for pile number 2. Okay, Spirit is saying like black hole or sinkhole. I mean, maybe there was there something like a pothole in the street or something? Maybe you ran over a really bad pothole and you're like, damn, did I like ruin my tire? Or maybe there's a lot of potholes in your city that the city like never fixes, which is very annoying, you know? And you're like, what is this gonna become a sinkhole next? Anyway, I'm just getting those words, okay? It's just like holes where you drive, or like, I don't know. It's just interesting, okay? Also, Spirit is drawing me to something else in a tangent kind of a way here, pile number 2. Do some of you have acne scars that you're like, God damn, you know, or that you had when you were younger? And I know how it is, pile number 2. I had a very oily complexion, you know. I'm like double Venus. I'm Venus rising and a Venus sun, so I get very oily. But anyway, or I did when I was younger. But Spirit is mentioning that. Let's see. Or maybe this person did or had, okay? So I could either be describing you or giving you a message about who this is, but let's see what else. What else can we get here? Okay, Spirit is telling me the word novella. Maybe some of you wanted to be a writer or a novelist, or maybe you're like, someday someone needs to write my biography, like a novella. Also, I feel like Spirit is showing me, you know, like those red, what are they called? Around Christmas time, they're the red flowers that everyone has. And, oh, poinsettias, I think is what they are. But you know how sometimes you can have like a decorative, like leaves around like something in your home, like red flower leaves around something that are not like real. I'm seeing like, it's like fake though. Or maybe, I don't know, Spirit is just showing me poinsettias or some type of red flower, but it's like, or leaf, but it's not maybe even real. Okay, what else for pile number 2? Okay, they're giving me something about a movie. Maybe you just saw a movie or you're like, I want to see that movie. But Spirit is saying something about a movie. Maybe you are somehow connected to the entertainment industry or movies in general, or you took up acting, something like that. Pile number 2. What else here? Okay. I just heard that was a super grainy photo. So maybe you just took a picture with a friend or something and you're like, damn, that was like very grainy. I thought it was going to turn out good, but it didn't, or it's too grainy or something like that. Okay. The High Priestess, and we have the 8 of Pentacles. My hardworking babies in this pile. Okay. And for those of you that are intuitives and readers yourselves, I do think there's a lot of people who recognize like how hard you work and everything that you put into what you do, okay? And I do feel like somebody here has an ancestor coming in through, a grandmother who could have been like a witch or been very intuitive herself. I'm also feeling like, you know, a grandmother who followed like the old ways or the old traditions. Now I'm going to get into this person, pile number 2, or your person or whoever is going to come through. But I mean, sometimes I just have to go where Spirit is taking me at first. Okay. And I feel like you may do the same thing as a profession. I do feel like there's some family profession that, you know, maybe like a grandparent did and you do, but the generation in between didn't do. Or even just, it's like you do the same thing that they did. And I do feel there could have been a time when this ancestor or elder was worried about you, or was concerned about you, but maybe like growing up, like what would happen or what you would turn into or how things were going to be, right? And for some of you, this person may have passed, but she felt this way when she was alive, or she would be worried about you at times and what was going to happen. This person may still be alive for some of you too, but anyway, I'm getting like something like Great Aunt Gertrude or something, you know? But anyway, pile number 1, interesting. But what I'm seeing is that this person like no longer worries about you. And they can see, like they're saying that you have a very fierce work ethic and that you're so talented and you work so hard. And now like the only thing they worry about is if you're getting enough rest, okay? And if you're like taking care of yourself and you're like being good to yourself. But I feel like this person is like, you're like, you turned out so amazing, and like the way that you do things or the way that you work is so beautiful and inspiring, and that I'm just getting this, and that like they're proud of you. Okay, pile number 2. So that may only resonate with one person that watches this video, but like, you know, for some of you, I'm getting this could be an aunt too, because I keep hearing like the Spanish word for aunt, which I believe is tia, I think, right? Or this could also be like an aunt or someone, I'm getting a female from I'm kind of feeling, I'm feeling from your mother's side of the family, okay? But it could be father for some of you too, okay? But anyway, I just feel this person is very proud of like the person you've become, okay? So pile number 2, with that said, I need to go into your reading now, okay? Oh, wow, we have the 9 of Pentacles. Okay. I feel like you guys have the cutest style. Some of you may have Virgo in your chart as well. You may have Moon in Virgo, Virgo rising, Virgo sun, Venus in Virgo, because the 8 of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles are both Virgo cards. But I mean, I feel like people just, I mean, you're a very curious person, and I do think you get like really into things and really focused on things at times. And I think, you know, people around you find that very cute, okay? And you may wear black tennis shoes with white socks, or you may just have a very funky style and approach the world in a very curious type of a way, okay? And I'm also seeing like, you know, like a very beautiful fountain. I wonder what fountain, beautiful fountain is in the middle of like Italy, you know, or like Rome. Rome is what, you know, that type of thing. But anyway, I feel like you just have a way of like being super cute, like where you let like a little bit of skin show, or I feel like a lot of times maybe it's like you don't really care what you're wearing as much, but the combination of things that you pick to wear make you super cute, or make your demeanor very handsome or very cute. You know what I'm saying? Pile number 2. Okay. We have the 8 of Cups. All right. And, yeah, also for those of you that know that you have Native American or like indigenous in your family line, or people that kind of worked off the land, or like the Native Indians or Native Americans, that type of thing, I'm getting that kind of like indigenous people vibe. So some of you may have that in your family lineage as well. And I just have to say that, okay? But I feel like you guys, somebody likes it when you're like bent over and they come up behind you and you're caught unaware, okay? And they think it's really cute or funny to surprise you at times. And if you get a little bit mad about it or something, I feel like they find that really cute as well, okay? And let's see what else we have here. Oh, wow. This is the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is the 9 of Swords in this deck, okay? Especially for those of you, I just have to say, like for those of you who are LGBTQ or non-binary, I just feel like for those of you that have like really struggled with that, or that's been really hard for you, or even if you're not non-binary, just like knowing yourself and your identity, I feel like at times maybe has been a struggle, okay? And I do feel like there's somebody here that could have like surprised you in some way by like leaving or walking away. And I do feel like this person is, you know, in a lot of turmoil about what happened here, pile number 2, okay? And I do feel like you're like very unique and you are a catch, and some of you may actually like work really hard as well too. And you just have a, like, I feel not a lot of people are like you in the way that you are. And I do feel like there's someone here missing you, pile number 2, okay? Oh yeah, we have the 8 of Swords, okay. Yep, and I see the black tennis shoes here again. So someone here may have black tennis shoes with red on them, at some like all black, but with like a splash of red, or wear black tennis shoes with like high tops with like white socks. I'm kind of getting that energy here. Like, do you know someone who dresses like that or wears that? Or do you dress like that or wear that? Okay. But I mean, I do feel like there's somebody here who is like quite, you know, stuck in their own head about an ending here or something that happened. And a lot of you guys could be like working a lot or like overextending yourselves and working really hard right now because there was a loss with the 8 of Cups here that took you by surprise, I feel. Okay. And I feel like, you know, your level of like, you know, you're very fierce about, you could be very fierce about how like you view the world and curious, and also, you know, you could be very good at what you do or rising up in your profession or your work and whatever you do. Okay. And I feel like you're just, and some of you may be kind of young too, coming into some skill or something that you do really well. I feel like this person just realizes there's something about you that's very fierce in the way that you approach things and you work, and you're very diligent and committed. Okay. And I feel like this person's like, I lost something really special here. Okay. And yeah, we have the Hermit, which is more Virgo energy. Okay. And for those of you, you may wear black and white a lot, or like simplicity, or like clean things and, or clean lines, or, you know, just, but it looks good on you because I feel like you can kind of like, you don't look boring. You know what I mean? Some people, if they only wore black and white, they would look boring. I one time in my life only wanted to try to wear black and white, but it's like impossible for me because I'm a fucking Libra rising. But anyway, and you know, we all gotta be dressed up in hot pink, and no, I'm just kidding. But you know what I mean, pile number 2. Anyway, I mean, I feel like this person is, you know, quite alone at this time, and they are alone with their thoughts. And there's a lot of people who are going to appreciate you, pile number 2, for like who you are and the way. I feel you guys are very caring, you're very wise, you're spiritual, you know, many times as well. You could be going on like meditation retreats or doing things like that. And I'm seeing really long, dark brown hair as well here too, for those of you that that kind of gets like tangled up sometimes. And like some people don't constantly like brush their hair, you know what I mean? Pile number 2. And sometimes if you have really long hair, you can kind of get away with it being messy, or like, you know, I don't know. I mean, I had a friend like that once who had really long, the hair is reminding me of her, like really long dark hair. And she would like hardly ever wash it or comb it, but it always looked good. You know, it's like, how do you figure that out? Okay. And she had Venus in Virgo. So anyway, but I feel like, you know, I'm also seeing the like the Jewish star, I feel like here. So somebody here could be Jewish, or also someone who came from Jewish faith but is now like pagan or practicing pagan, or witch, or, you know, magician. Okay. But I do feel like you may have prayed for this situation to be different than it is, pile number 2, but at the same time, I think you guys are progressing at a really rapid pace in your life, or you're going to be, where, you know, you're not going to feel as alone, and you're going to feel like you can explore the world more and be appreciated for all your quirks and who you are. All right. Some of you might have been like really skinny kids when you were younger as well. Maybe you're still, or like a bean pole, or like a string bean, pile number 2. I mean, maybe you still are in a way, but I just heard like I got some meat on my bones now. So maybe you guys have a little more meat on your bones than then. But yeah, I just feel like this person is quite, you know, they're quite lonely as well without you, pile number 2. And I feel like they think about you and what you're doing all the time. Okay. And we have regret and repression. I mean, the thing is, pile number 2, is that Spirit is really laying this on thick. You know, we got the 9 of Swords, the 8 of Swords. We've got Virgo energy. We've got repeated here multiple times. They could have that, or you could have that in your chart. but we have regret and repression. So, I mean, this person's like multiple times saying it in 3 or 4 different ways in this pile, like, I fucked up, okay? And I feel like your ancestors got pissed off at this person too, honestly, and the way that they were treating you, or the way that, because I feel like they weren't appreciating you, and maybe they were distracting you from what you needed to be doing, okay? Spirit's telling me something about a volcano, like something that erupted, or mentioning a volcano in some type of a way. So tell me how that resonates for you. Pile number 2, we have holding back, partial effort, and not putting in 100%, okay? And that's why your ancestors got pissed, because I feel like with the 8 of Pentacles, you guys put in a ton of effort into what you do, whether it's your friendships, your like helping others like track things down, helping others, like, you know, just being a support or a help for others in a lot of ways. And I feel like sometimes it takes you guys by surprise when people like don't appreciate you, and they're like, you know, I feel like it catches you emotionally unaware sometimes, pile number 2. And maybe you're like, is something wrong with me? Like, nothing's wrong with you, okay? And I feel like this person could have like a tattoo on their arm. You know how some people have, well, a lot of people have a tattoo on their arm, but like on their forearm, you know how some people have like, it's like an all black tattoo, and it kind of looks like a barcode or something like that, or something like you would scan, and people have that as kind of a tattoo. But anyway, I also feel like this person could wear Calvin Klein underwear a lot, or they wear, if it's a masculine, they wear underwear that has like a white, like boxer briefs that are tighter around the waist and have like a white elastic band, okay? Or they may wear like designer type of underwear at times, okay? This person could have a really pronounced widow's peak as well for their hairline. And they may keep their hair quite short, if you know, and like some of them may even, they may do that because they feel like, you know, they're losing hair. All right. This person is not, you know, I feel they may struggle with anxiety and holding back in life in general, and then not really going after what they want, and then regretting it after the fact, which is a really hard lesson to learn in life. But I mean, what are we going to do about it? Pile number 2, you know, we have claim, make it official, and level up. Okay. And I do feel like, and again with the spaghetti, I mentioned something about Italy and Rome and a statue as well. So that's just kind of as funny. But anyway, this person could have, like, you guys could have had, you know, like Italian food together. They could have made something for you here. But I feel like this person is, you know, they held back. They should have claimed you and leveled it up with you and made it official, and made that commitment with you. And I feel like it's like, fuck, you know, I don't want to just focus on this one person for your whole reading though, you know? So, I mean, I know we talked about the ancestors and things like that too, and how people generally view your style and your fierceness, okay? But I feel like some of you feel like maybe at times that you're not fierce, okay? Pile number 2, but I want you to know that, like, the way you commit yourself to things and dedicate things and work on them until it's right, the way that you tirelessly approach life, and you have a commitment towards curiosity and learning is very, very fierce, all right? Some people don't have the same level of, you know, physical, emotional, or intellectual vitality that you have. And so maybe you don't feel fierce at times, but there are indeed like things about you that are very fierce. Also, some of you have a very fierce work ethic as well, and a very formidable, you know, skill in life too, okay? And we have here love and lust. Do you know that I love you, but it's your body I must do, okay? I do feel like this person maybe liked it when you were like not they're like style, like pile number 2 doesn't even need to wear any clothes, or again, with the wearing black, okay? You know, or wearing like this person wearing a black t-shirt and, you know, just more understated colors, I kind of feel for you, pile number 2 in a way. But I mean, I feel like you guys are also very like intriguing or fun to talk to, or very mercurial in a kind of way too. I'm also seeing somebody that has like maroon colored nails. You know, when you take like dark red and mix it with a little bit of purple, like that type of maroon nails. So if you just got your nails done that color, or you recently had them, you know, welcome to your reading. But anyway, and I feel like, you know, love and lust, I feel like this person made it seem like it was just kind of like lust and covering up for the fact, you know, that they really did have feelings, you know. And we have the curve of your ass pressed against me so well. I know you're an angel, but you put me through hell. And yeah, I mean, I feel like you guys are, like, you are very dedicated and you're very determined, and like you're very good to others as well and helpful that way. But so this person, like, I feel like they look at you in a very, like, that you're a really good person, or that you're a very grounded person. Some of you may have a lot of earth in your chart, okay? But this person is saying that you put them through hell, okay? I mean, I feel like they put themselves through hell. You know, I mean, they're just mad because they didn't really step up and claim you, or claim this situation or this relationship when they could have, okay? You snooze, you lose. It's straight up 12 o'clock on my clock. Take a look right there, pile number 2. Straight up noon, all right? And the sun is shining, pile number 2. It's shining on you. As soon as I said that, what did I draw? The Leo card. Talk about the sun shining on you. Okay, and some of you may have Virgo or Leo in your chart as well. And but you may project more of like a Virgonian kind of quality. But I also feel like you have like a spirit within you that really shines, okay? And like you're very admirable, or in your integrity as well, is what I feel, okay? And yeah, we have here Venus. Wow. Okay, we have Venus in Leo. The ancients used to actually, there was a saying that the ancient astrologers thought that Venus was in her exaltation in Leo, like that it was really amazing for Venus to be in Leo, okay? And this is you guys. I feel like you guys are like, what flashiness or what style? Okay, Venus and Leo, that is really flashy. Okay, so I feel like some of you, you may have Virgo rising or an earth sign rising or something that isn't as flashy. You know what I mean? But maybe you have a Venus that is quite flashy. Or you go for people that are really hot and attractive, but you're more understated in a kind of way, okay? And I do feel like you guys, I mean, you're very smoldering. And especially like when you like someone, or you're in the mood, or you're feeling like sexually kind of turned on, I feel like you guys are very like, maybe not a lot of people see that side of you always, but it's there, pile number 2. It is definitely there. Okay. And yeah, I also feel like you guys have standards and like pride and a sense of dignity, pride in a positive way. Okay. And this is fierce. All right. Positive integrity and pride in who you are, like that is very fierce. Okay. And yeah. I also feel like, you know, when it comes to like love and relationships and caring about someone and loving someone that you really care about, like you are very fierce in the way that you love and the way you care about others. And Yeah, I also feel like some of you could have like a really high libido or be like very energized sexually when you're with the right person, okay? And this person is talking about that. I feel like pile number 2, okay? Or maybe it's just a secret side of you that maybe not everyone can see right away, but it is there if they're like with you and your lover, okay? We have 1111 energy. I am awakening. The universe is arranging people and experiences on your path to help you succeed and help you wake up to who you truly are. Yeah, like, you know, the universe is sending you certain situations to help you wake up and awaken your soul, okay? And it's not always easy. Like, awakenings are very challenging and difficult. Pile number 2. And I feel like in life we go through multiple awakenings. It's not just one awakening. You know, I mean, I've probably been through like, I don't even know. Daily sometimes we go through awakenings and catalysts and things that epiphanies, you know what I mean, on a day-to-day basis. And I would say pile number 2, like, you can definitely ride this wave and be in this energy too, all right? Like a day kind of a thing. I do feel like this person is also awakening and having epiphanies about what it is that happened here, okay? And I do think like they're being forced to kind of awaken through their regret, all right? And they may have tried to repress here their regret, but it's bubbling up. And the more that they try to repress their regret, the more anxiety and, you know, mental confusion they're going to feel, okay? And I don't wish, you know, anxiety and mental confusion on anyone, pile number 2. I mean, some people deserve it, but they're really their own worst enemy when it comes to that. We have consciousness. Yeah, you guys are definitely waking up with the help of your ancestors, with, you know, your confidence and seeing yourself for who you truly are and the skills and the abilities and the talents that you bring into this world, okay? We have Actramus. I'm going to read this dragon here, okay? But let's look at financial health, okay? So that's another thing, financial health, that Spirit is wanting to talk to you about in this reading, okay? You guys are very skilled at something that you do, or you're going to be in the future. And Spirit is telling me to tell you to make sure that you charge what you're worth, or you make sure you're getting paid what you're worth for the work that you're doing, okay? It's nice to be able to like give back and help others, but I do feel like, you know, and some of you may be searching for what that is for you as far as work, etc. But I do feel there are things that you are very good at, or that you could be good at, that if you look back in your family line or your ancestors, you'll see something there too about what you should be doing, all right? But when it comes to getting paid what you're worth, Spirit is like, yeah, you definitely need to make sure that you stay on the straight and narrow path with that and that you don't undercut yourself, okay? Pile number 2, all right? And because it's a big part of like your fierceness is being able to be independent and support yourself. And for those of you that are already in that energy and living it, I do feel like people find you very fierce and independent. The 9 of Pentacles is very independent. The 8 of Pentacles is like, I worked to get to where I am today, okay? And with the High Priestess, it may seem like it came out of nowhere, or my success came out of nowhere, but it took a lot of hard work and elbow grease, okay? And so I feel like some people find that very fierce about you as well, pile number 2, okay? And let's read about Actramus, and then we'll get initials, okay? And we'll get initials to verify the people from this reading. Maybe you'll see your ancestor's name show up in here, your name, different people, friends, or this person I've been talking about, okay? But let's go ahead and see Actramus. I feel, okay, Spirit is telling me this person may not show it on the outside, but I do feel like there's something gnawing at them, okay? With the 9 of Swords and 8 of Swords, there's something that they can't suppress because it's gnawing at them. You know what I mean, pile number 2? So Octramus, dragon, integrate the higher vibrations within your work and life. Octramus connects us with the Arcturian civilization, the peacekeepers of the galaxy. This beautiful dragon announced himself to me by stating, I am the dragon Octramus of the 7th golden ray dimension. I am kin to the Atlantean dragons who are 7th dimensional but choose to work with the 5-dimensional beings of Atlantis, okay? If Octramus has joined your reading, heed his words. The time has come for you to begin integrating the 7th dimensional golden ray energy and initiate the process of anchoring its frequency into your being. This will enable you to shift the old layers of the 3D energy and release it naturally. It heralds the next phase of your incredible journey. Yeah, the next phase, pile number 2 of your incredible journey. Holding a clear vibration allows us to view the world without judgment, to be at ease with ourselves, and to let go of negativity. By accepting Octramus into your life, you are acknowledging you are ready to shift old DNA coding, yep, talking about the ancestors, and integrate the higher vibrations into your life, okay? And integrate the higher vibrations within your work and your life, okay? And work did come up here, financial health did come up here. And for those of you that resonate with the Arcturians, they are definitely showing up in your reading and opening you up and awakening you to higher levels of consciousness here with this consciousness card, okay? And some people, they're not comfortable with that energy, pile number 2. They're not comfortable with awakening or higher levels of consciousness. They intentionally hold themselves back, okay? And I just want you guys to know, like, that it doesn't have to hold you back, okay? So let's go ahead and get some initials for my beautiful pile number 2s to validate this reading. I also feel like your ancestor is saying, like, you can do so much more than what I could. So make sure, like, you really, you know, go for it, okay? Like, they did something special, I feel, but they're also saying, like, you can really master this, okay? Master your incarnation. All right, pile number 2. So let's go ahead and see for my beautiful pile number 2s. We have a P, okay? We have an O, pissed off. All right, this person I feel like they're covering it up with anger. You know what I mean? Like pissed off. All right, they may be acting pissed off. We have Q, LGBTQ could be in this connection. We have an H, hop. Okay, the IHOP. Who visited the IHOP recently? Pile and number 2. I love the IHOP in The Good Place. If you guys have ever seen that show, it's not like an actual IHOP, but like an interdimensional, like, house of something. I don't know. It's really funny. Anyway, pile number 2. We have a Y. Okay. Okay. Y, hi, HY, hi. We have W, okay, PW or W here. How are you? How are you? Yeah, I feel like your ancestors is like, hi, how are you? Okay. And we have a T, hot, H-O-T. Somebody thinks that you're hot. Who is it? Pile number 2, who thinks you're hot? We have hot and pot. Someone here may smoke as well, may smoke out. Okay, it's 12:12 on my clock. Look at my clock right now, pile number 2. Okay, 12:12 and pile number 2. We have top. Someone wants to top you or thinks that you're hot, or maybe you top them and you're hot. But we also have pot here. Okay, we have a hat. Yeah, didn't I mention, or was that in pile number 1 I mentioned a hat? Okay, maybe this person likes to wear a hat. Hey, okay. We have, it's almost like I'm saying what, W-H-A-T, H-A-P-P, like what happened, okay? H-A-P-P-Y, happy, okay? Feel like Spirit wants you to be happy, and this, it's like what happened, I was happy, or this person is asking, I could have been happy, what happened, okay? Pat or Patrick showing up, or Patricia. We also have we could have Trisha as a name here as well too. That, okay? You know, that which tries to destroy me only makes me stronger, that type of thing. Okay, did some of you read W.E. Yeats or the poems of W.E. Yeats? Because Spirit was giving me that energy, all right? You know, wow, hot, okay? AF, wow, hot as fuck, okay? So somebody thinks, wow, you know, hot as fuck here for pile number 2. Let's see what else. Okay, something about a motorcycle too, Spirit is also telling me. Yeah, we have you, okay? So someone here is like, it's you, you know? And do you guys remember that old group from back in the day, like TATU, like tattoo? They spelled their name like that, but it was 2 girls from Russia anyway, singing about wanting to be together. Okay, here is Jay. Jay or Jason could be here too. Okay, yeah, Jeff or Jake could be here as well, for those of you knowing someone with that name. Okay, we have a Z. Okay, I feel like Topaz is here. Yeah, it is, T-O-P-A-Z, Topaz. So maybe someone here has a topaz ring or likes blue topaz. For instance, you guys do have the blue tea light here. Okay. Okay, what up? What up is here. So I feel like this person is saying what's up, or wants to know what's up with you or how you've been doing. We have a K here. Okay. Kat or Catherine. We saw Kate, Kat, or Catherine show up in pile number 1 too. Maybe you're watching this pile as well. We have an X. Of course we have an X. Okay. Definitely there was an X coming through here. And for sure. I mean, what else is new, right? Tay, we have Tay or Taylor could be showing up here as well. We could also have Faye, F-A-Y-E. Let's get one more letter here. We'll just get one more letter. We have Zach. Zach is here too. F-U, F-U-K. We're just missing the C. Like someone's like, fuck. Okay, anyway. There's the C. I literally just pulled it out of this bag as I said it. That always happens to me. Okay, yeah, they're F-U-C-K. They're, you know, fuck the X for sure. But they're like, fuck, like, what did I do? Or fuck, what happened? Okay, is kind of like, what did you do to me? I feel like is kind of what they're saying here as well. Coat. Joke is here, but we're missing the E. All right, maybe some of you felt like this whole thing was a joke as fuck AF about what happened here, what this person did. JC. JC, sometimes people write that instead of writing like Jesus Christ. Maybe you do that a lot. Damn, why do we have fat cow here, pile number 2? Do you guys talk to yourself in a very negative way at times? I need you guys, or did this person talk to you in a very negative way? I definitely feel like that needs to, you know, that's very, very bad if somebody talked to you like that, pile number 2, like any ex talked to you that way, or even if you talk to yourself that way, okay? So please don't be mean to yourself. All right, H-A-P-P-Y, Spirit wants you to be happy. Your ancestors want you to be happy. Joy, J-O-Y, joy, to really be happy and to find your joy in this lifetime, okay? And yeah, I was going to see if we have change here or changes, because I also feel like that's a thing. But anyway, pile number 2. The reason I paused is because I feel like Spirit was saying Cancun to me. Cancun. Okay, so maybe someone went there or you met there or just something having to do with that. All right. But that's what I'm getting for you, pile number 2. Let me know in the comments if that resonated for you. Please like the video if it did. And please subscribe to my channel as well. If you're finding this and you're like, this really hit, then you're on my wavelength and I'd love to see you again, okay? For those of you that would like to check out the extended reading, you can go to my Vimeo channel. There'll be a link to my Vimeo channel below. Just make sure you choose pile number 2 for this particular reading. Thank you so much, pile number 2, and take care, my loves. Let's move on to pile number 3. Okay. Let's do it. Okay. Okay. So funny. Okay. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. You chose the red tea light and your reading is called Who Loves Your Fierceness and Style, okay? Stick around for the end of the reading because we will be getting initials to verify your reading. And also, for those of you that would like to continue the reading, you can follow me to my Vimeo channel and there'll be a link in my description box below. Just make sure you choose pile number 3 for this reading, okay? And the reason I paused, there was like a long pause before I started your reading. Spirit was already giving me a message. Do you guys know on TikTok, there's like some trend going around where it's like butterfly in the sky, I can fly twice as high. Okay, so maybe butterflies are important to you, pile number 3, or you have a butterfly tattoo. I'm also getting that, or you were thinking about that, or earrings or necklace. And I also feel like butterfly in the sky, I can go twice as high. So maybe some of you are smoking, and it's 12:20 right now in my clock. So it's got to be 4:20 somewhere. Look at my clock. It literally says 12:20. Pile number 3, like there it is. I keep showing you, but you know, maybe it's like it's 4:20 somewhere. All right. Anyway, I had to laugh. I was like, huh? As I started your reading. And that's like the Reading Rainbow song. Anyway, very interesting. Have you guys ever seen online, have you ever seen Randy Rainbow? He does like really interesting videos about different things, commentary online, and he sings and he's just really funny. Anyway, I don't know why. Maybe some of you watch that or you know that, or the name Randy is important here, or you know someone with that name. Let's go ahead and get into your reading, pile number 3. Spirits, angels, and guides, please connect me to the energy of my beautiful pile number 3s who come here today seeking your guidance. Thank you so much. Thank you for allowing me to be the medium between pile number 3 and myself, okay? I brought up this name the other day in a reading, pile number 3, but Spirit is insisting I say it again, okay? Maybe someone needs to hear it, but the name Stewart, it could be a last name. Maybe you know someone in your family or friends, parent, or someone with that name, because Spirit is bringing it up again. And I did mention like Stuart Little, so maybe some of you really like that, but Spirit's like, bring it up again. I'm like, okay, fine. Sometimes I'm like, I don't want to, you know, because it feels repetitive, but then Spirit's like insisting and won't let me get anything else until I say it, okay? I'm also seeing like the Wheel of Fortune tarot card, or like a Ferris wheel, okay? So did some of you, were you really scared of them? Did you ever get stuck up on one, or did you really love them? Something about a Ferris wheel or the Wheel of Fortune card in the tarot. Let's see what else for pile number 3. I feel like when you guys were kids, some people tried to force you to do things that kids would normally be really excited to do, but you didn't want to do them. Maybe it was at like a state fair or a circus or amusement park or something like that, where you guys were just like, no, I don't really want to. Or if you have children yourself, maybe you were like, go ahead and try that. And they were like, no, you know, I'm just getting that energy. Anyway, and for those of you that had siblings, maybe they went and did it, but you didn't. Or maybe you were the sibling that went and did it, okay, and they didn't. But Spirit is just showing me some type of scenario with that, okay? I also feel like someone like crying in public and like someone else being embarrassed by it. Like, I don't know. Do you guys have children that ever cry in public and then you're like, oh my God, embarrassed? Or if you were and then you embarrassed other people, and I don't know. I'm just getting it. Pile number 3, I have to say it. Maybe you just don't like crying in public in general, you know, like public humiliation, crying in public. I mean, I'm a crier, pile number 3, so I literally cry at everything. It's really embarrassing though when you're like at your job or you're like trying to do something else. Anyway, I mean, I feel like someone's saying here I can stand in the middle of Target or Walmart and start crying. That's okay, pile number 3, I'm right there with you. I just heard Puff the Magic Dragon. All right. Maybe you guys try to sing yourself a funny song if you feel yourself getting too emotional to kind of like snap out of it. That's a good idea, pile number 3. Let's see what else for pile number 3. It's like the puff, puff, give pile, but let's see what else. Okay, I just heard like don't be a menace to society, which, you know, there's a movie called like, well, there's a funny movie called Don't Be a Menace to Society While Drinking Juice in the Hood or something like that. I don't know, maybe you guys like that menace to society. I forget the name of that movie, but there was a, like, I think Ice Cube was in it or like Chris Rock was in it. But anyway, Spirit is just telling me about that, so maybe you guys watched that. I kind of feel like you guys really like, you know, African-American actors and singers and musicians and things like that. Like Spirit is mentioning something about that. Maybe you're like really into that or you like to support that. What else for pile number 3? Okay, let's see. Let's see what else. I mean, Spirit is like living on a prayer, you know, which I'm like, why do I want to say that? Like, you know, John Bon Jovi or Bon Jovi living on a prayer. Maybe some of you feel like that at times. Like I'm living on the grace of, you know, my guides and my angels. But anyway, pile number 3. Let's see what else. Maybe some of you were kind of like forced to pray when you were younger and you didn't know what it was or why, or it was really weird to you. Maybe some things just kind of scared you as a child, pile number 3. Like, I get it. Like things about the world are weird. And our past lives are like infiltrating current lifetime as well. So it's like, okay, I don't like that, or that's weird. Okay, I'm also getting Lord Ganesh, which is a Hindu god and a deity in Hinduism. So I could have some people from India or people of Indian descent joining me in this pile, or maybe you just really love Lord Ganesh and that's something that you really are appreciative towards. And Lord Ganesh is the remover of obstacles, which, you know, we all need that in our life at times. Things that seem very overwhelming or just too much. It's like, okay, just clear it out of my way. Some of you may have Taurus in your chart as well because Lord Ganesh is associated with Taurus. All right. Now, let's get into your reading. We have the Knight of Cups on the bottom of the deck here, and the Knight of Cups in the tarot is Scorpio, okay? So maybe there is already a Scorpio popping up here, or maybe you have Scorpio in your chart, but I feel, and there's Taurus. I was just talking about Taurus with the Hierophant right underneath that. So there could be a Taurus-Scorpio combination, somebody that finds you very fierce or beautiful, okay? And I feel like some of you guys maybe colored your hair recently and you're like, it was a little brassy. So you're like, I don't know if I'm going to go back to that stylist or something. Anyway, pile number 3, let's find out who loves your fierceness and style, okay? We have the 2 of Pentacles. All right. So, I mean, I feel like you guys really try to get someone out of their shell. Or maybe you like to make people feel uncomfortable sometimes, or you like public displays of affection. I feel like somebody who's a little more like reserved, maybe like on a date or on a first date, or somebody who's not used to somebody being so forward from like a touching perspective or a PDA perspective, thinks that you're pretty fierce with the way that you kind of like hone in on something or hold someone or pull someone close to you. You know, some people are very touchy-feely, And other people that are not as touchy-feely may find that kind of fierce or intimidating at times, okay? I could also be describing this person as well, so take it as it resonates. Okay, we have the Knight of Earth, which in the tarot, the Knight of Earth is Taurus, absolutely. And yeah, the Knight of Pentacles, so interesting. And for those of you that like being out in nature, I feel like some of you may be like very cosmopolitan at times, or be like dress really, you know, like maybe like matching shoes, matching shirts, like you always look nice, hair done, makeup done. I feel like some of you maybe wear like skirts or dresses, for my women here that like to dress like that, and you wear like red panties underneath like a yellow dress or a white dress or whatever. Like, I feel like maybe you always like to incorporate red into your outfits, which with the red tea light would make sense, but is also kind of like very fierce. But I feel like what's also fierce about you, pile number 2 or 3, is that you, there may be things that you did, like riding horses or going out in nature, or maybe you like went camping, or you went to some type of like outdoor camping thing, or you really enjoy being outdoors, or you like doing some type of sport or active thing outdoors. And I think like by looking at you, people may not automatically know that about you, but you may have a lot of endurance and be quite good at like hiking, or you know, you like horses, or you like riding, or you like to get out there and ride something, you know. Pile number 3. Also just sexually too, you could have a lot of stamina and endurance, and that this person finds this very fierce about you too, okay? We have here the 6 of Cups. Ooh, hello, my mermaids in pile number 3. And there's more Taurus and Scorpio all over this pile. But I feel like you're also fierce because even though if life gets you down at times, like you always maintain a positive self-image and you work really hard. And you also take a lot of pleasure in like connecting with others. And the 6 of Cups is the Lord of Pleasure in the tarot. So with the Knight of Earth and the, you know, the Lord of Pleasure, I do feel like you guys have a big sexual appetite, or you really like, you know, going long and being sensual and taking your time and making sure the other person's feeling good and you're feeling good. And you're very much like this sensual creature, I feel like. And you have a lot of emotional depth to you as well. That is maybe at first, people don't always notice about you when they first meet you, or they don't always know that like you're very touchy-feely, you're very caring, and you like to go really deep with someone. When you're with them, you go like very, very deep, like into their psyche, into their world. You really connect with them, like looking into their eyes and like, you know, really trying to feel them closely to you, okay? And a lot of people they get very uncomfortable with that, and they can't really sustain that level of intimacy or even have an endurance when it comes to that. And that is quite fierce about you, pile number 3, okay? The Page of Wands. It looks like she is at a circus or a carnival or at a boardwalk somewhere, dressed up in a costume when she's a child, and the parents like, go on this ride. And maybe you were like, I want to go on it. I don't know, but there's some type of thing here with that. And I mean, I think you guys do have like a very fun, excitable nature, okay? And like you're very, very much a risk taker, outgoing, liking to learn new things, you know, kind of egging other people on to sort of like do things. We have unicorns here. We also have like mermaids coming through. So it's kind of like you kind of exude that energy as well, like fun or childlike in a way, and kind of like encouraging others to join you. Like, this will be fun, you know? And maybe, but I also feel like you guys have a very deep emotional side to you too, that those closest to you get to kind of like feel your comfort, your attention, your love, all of that. And I feel like you're very fun to be around too. And like this person, I feel like this person feels that they wouldn't have as much fun, closeness, or affection if you were not around, okay? And like you're very uplifting. And we have the Hangman here. So I feel like this person maybe isn't as, they're a little more internal than you. And I feel like sometimes they get like really annoyed with their life, or they get very bored with their life, or they feel that their life can be stagnant at times, okay? And I feel like you guys have a way of taking pleasure in like the simple things in life, okay? And I feel like you've really developed that within yourself, pile number 3, to like appreciate a day on your own where you can just kind of go be in nature, or go write, or go journal, or go sit by the water, or you can go be with friends and have fun and encourage people, be like the leader of the group and tell people, ha ha ha, go do this type of thing, you know, like a troublemaker would. And I feel like this person kind of like, they have a deepness emotionally as well, but I feel like their energy isn't as high as yours. And I feel like this person, and it may just be where they're at in their life right now, that they're just kind of like disconnected in a way, okay? And bored is also what I feel. And I feel like you're like not boring, you're not disconnected, you're very sensual. I feel like without you, this person's like, my bed feels like very empty. And it might not be that they're without you for, I mean, it's like waiting for you to call, or waiting for a text to come through, and thinking about you, and, you know, wishing you were there, even if you just live in the same city, right? But I feel like this person, some of you may actually be at a distance from this person, or were at one point. And I do feel like this person is like really wanting you to be closer, because I think you kind of bring them out of their inner world, and you make them feel brighter, more cheerful, like deeper emotional, like sensual connection, okay? And people may really like that and find that very fierce about you, pile number 3, but it may be hard at times because other people cannot, they want to take that from you, but it's also, they don't give it, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's where things get painful, you know, or things get a little bit more hard or challenging, okay? But let's see what else here. We have Air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and you know, I think at one point in your life, like you guys were maybe a little bit like a lot of thoughts, or maybe confusion, or just too much going on in your head, you know? It's kind of like ADD in your head a little bit. I feel like by getting into your body and exploring that, like it helps you to kind of calm your mind, pile number 3. And I also feel like you have a lot of interesting ideas. You may have like Taurus or Scorpio in your chart, but then you also have air, like air rising or an air moon. I feel like you're very fair-minded, and you have a lot of ideas as well. And you're quite smart too, which is, you know, that's a good package. Eyes of desire, admiring you, j'adore, all right? J'adore, baby. That's French, so maybe someone here is French, or speaks French. I don't know how, I took French, like 3 years of it in high school, but like it's all gone. J'adore, pile number 3, okay? And eyes of desire, I feel like you guys definitely have those, you know, hungry eyes, or some of you may have Scorpio in your own chart too, and you've got those very piercing, deep eyes, okay? Very emotive and sensual, I feel like. And if this person commented on your eyes and like what a fair person you are, or they like the way you think, They like being close to you. They can talk to you, all these things, okay? And let's see what else. We have longing for your touch and your kiss. All right. All right, pile number 3. I mean, I feel like both you and this person long for each other's touch and kiss. And, you know, it says longing for your touch, kiss, and also sex here too. So, I mean, very like sensual, of like a very sensual kind of experience, and, you know, touching, kissing, all of that, a lot of stamina. I do feel like someone is like replaying the fun that they had with you in their head and is thinking about it and is longing for that. Okay, pile number 3, they're like, ugh, I wish, you know. We have here, someone is trying to take you away from me, my love. I'll fight and pray for help from above, okay? And we have the 3 of arrows and jealousy here, okay? And there could be someone in this connection that feels that jealous or feels that, I feel like it could be this person, pile number 3. Like, I mean, maybe they're longing to be with you, or you guys are separated for some reason, or you live in different cities, or you don't have immediate access to one another. With this hangman here, someone could feel like very jealous or quite, you know, worried that you would fall for someone else or want to be with someone else. Or maybe you two have had this discussion about, you know, like, what do we do here? Because with the hangman, it's like, okay, we have these feelings for each other. You know, what do we do here? How do we make this work, right? With the hangman. And there may be jealousy. For those of you where you know there's a third party, or you know there's something going on, I feel like that's a detail here. It's not going to resonate for all of you, but also I see like the red bra here and like the red fingernails, and I was talking about, you know, the red earlier with the red panties. But anyway, we have pillow talk. Whisper sweet nothings into my ear. Tell me all the things I want to hear, okay? I feel like this person loves to hear your voice. There may be something, you know, for those of you that have Venus in Taurus, every single Venus in Taurus person I've met has an amazing voice, okay? And even the men, I'm like, damn, really good singers as well. But anyway, I just feel like this person likes your voice and they miss talking to you, or they want to talk to you, or they're waiting to talk to you, okay? And, you know, I feel like they want you to tell them all the things they want to hear, that you miss them, that you're still, you know, into them, that you still think of them, that you're excited to see them. Page of Wands, 6 of Cups, okay, that you still think of them, that you're longing for them as much as they're longing for you, type of thing, okay? Yeah, we have Aries energy. Interesting. Okay, we have the Page of Wands, so we could definitely have fire here too, or someone that has Aries in their chart. I feel like maybe this person has Aries in their chart, but that's why they're getting frustrated or impatient. I feel this hangman feels a little impatient to me, like, when are you going to call, or when can we see each other, or when can we be together? There's a little bit of impatience here. Because Aries energy definitely doesn't like being in the hangman. You know what I mean? That's not, that is not cool. But I feel like this person is very, like, you know, looking for the opportunity here. Like, when can this happen? Okay. And maybe there's a part of you that doesn't necessarily want to rush too much, pile number 3. But I feel like this person's like, I feel them sometimes like they're trying to tap into your energy as well. Do you feel them ever trying to tap into your energy? I mean, the hangman is Neptune, so it's very, you know, psychic. Scorpio too is like very much that psychic kind of energy, or tapping in. But do you feel that sometimes, pile number 3? We have Virgo. So we have Aries and Virgo. Well, I was mentioning earth signs. I was mentioning Taurus, but you could also have Virgo. I I feel like you guys are kind of like sitting back and waiting to see what this person is going to do. You know what I mean? Did you guys ever remember that movie, The War of the Roses, from the 90s, that was about this couple that like couldn't live without each other, but couldn't have each other, but couldn't live without each other? I mean, for some reason, it's just coming into my mind. For God's sakes, was Danny DeVito in that movie? Anyway, I don't think so, but I think it was, I don't know, who was it? Was it Robert Redford? I have no idea. But anyway, I'm kind of getting that energy. It's like you're waiting for them. They're waiting for you, you know? You're like, what are you going to say? Or I feel like you guys are waiting for this person to talk to you or for you to say something, because I feel like you did put yourself out here to this person and you did make it known what you want here. So I feel like you're waiting for this person, but for some reason it's like they're waiting for you. Like, what's the deal? We have card number 19. I am a pioneer. Yes, you are, pile number 3. This is something that's very fierce about you. Independence, and self-sufficiency are necessities to you. You are extremely capable in life and work and aren't afraid to take big risks to achieve the life that you desire. Yeah, with the Page of Wands, you know, very independent, self-sufficient, not afraid to take a risk to get the life that you desire, that you want. Very determined with that, you know, Taurus or Scorpio energy, like very, very determined, okay? And I think that makes you very fierce as well. And I think people see that about you. Some of you may be self-employed, or you may have your own business or your own thing. In your friend group, you may be the person that's like, let's go make memories, let's take pictures, let's go do crazy shit, Page of Wands. And I feel like people really admire that about you guys, because it's exciting and it's fun to know you and to be friends with you. I'm also getting, you know, blonde hair here. Also somebody who is maybe like a natural blonde too. But anyway, I know a lot of people have blonde hair, but like, I just have to mention it. Also, you could have had darker hair when you were younger, but now that you're older, you're like blonder or your hair is lighter. But anyway, or maybe you did have dark hair when you were younger, but you dyed it. Anyway, I feel like, you know, you do take these big risks, and you are very self-sufficient, and you do work hard, you know, with the Virgo energy here too, or the earth energy. Like, you don't give up. You're very hardworking. You want to make things right. And I do feel this is very like fierce about you, pile number 3. Okay. And maybe you weren't like that as much when you were younger, but it's like some people have like their childhood when they're older. You know what I mean? They become fiercer as they get older. A lot of Capricorn people kind of experience that too. Or if you have Capricorn, we have disruption. The whole someone is trying to take you away from me, love. I'll fight and pray for help from above, and disruption. So something disrupting the connection. All right. Somebody being a bit of a troublemaker, or maybe even trying to make the other person jealous if they're hanging back. For those of you that kind of get into that type of thing, that would be more like War of the Roses, what I was mentioning earlier. Okay. But I also feel like you guys are really fierce because you don't see disruptions. I mean, a lot of earth-based people hate disruptions, but I feel like for you guys, you accept them and you roll with the punches at times, because you aren't afraid. Like, it could lead you down a cool or fun path that you didn't consider before, okay? And so maybe not all disruptions are bad things for you, pile number 3, which a lot of other people find disruptions to be very like earth-shattering and shaking, okay? But maybe like that's a very fierce thing, to be able to kind of withstand disruptions, okay? Let's see what else. We have Harmony, the Dragon of Harmony. I love the pinks here, beautiful. Okay, this disruption card is like pink, so I feel like it's also like sweet in a way. It's like, I'd love to hear from you. I do feel like this person is like, you know, will I ever hear from you? Or I'd love to hear from you or something. And maybe you guys are like, I don't know, because in the past, there was some things here that make you shy away from this a little bit. So you're kind of waiting on this person to step it up if that's what it's going to be. Okay. But I'm going to read this harmony in a minute here. We have, oh, there it is, psychic abilities. Okay. That is also very fierce about you, pile number 3. Look at your third eye. Your third eye is just as big and beautiful as your 2 regular eyes. Okay. And I feel like you are able to connect with people emotionally, sensually, and deeply because you are like a very psychic, intuitive person, okay? And even talking about that praying thing at the beginning of your guys' reading, like being forced to pray or something, I feel you guys are very connected to your past lives. So if there were things that you cried about randomly when you were a child, I feel some of those things are connected to a past life, pile number 3, okay? And maybe you already know that. But you're very psychically sensitive. And this is a very fierce thing about you, okay? For those of you that have Scorpio in your chart as well, like, you know, you're a double threat, okay? With your psychic abilities plus your scorpionic temperament, okay? And I do feel like you guys like never give up, and you will not go gently into that dark night, okay? But I do feel like with regard to this person, there was something of like a little bit of pulling back on your end. I do think if you saw action from them, it would be more of an exciting thing for you, okay? But yeah, anyway, pile number 3, let's look at this harmony dragon. All right, somebody waiting for communication, the other person waiting for action. You know what I mean? Waiting for sex or waiting for action or just any action, and the other person waiting for communication with this Aries Virgo energy, okay? But let's look at harmony. I want to read harmony to you guys, and then we'll get initials, okay? And yeah, and then we'll do initials after that, and then it'll be the extended reading, okay? Let me just find the harmony dragon here. They're all like, you know, in a different order. Of course, like, you know, can I find it? Gaia, dolphin, where are you? Okay, let me find it here. Harmony. You know, it's funny, maybe it's taking you guys a while to find harmony because I'm having such a hard time finding it here, you know, finding like peace and harmony, page 49, okay? 49, that's an interesting number, right before someone turns 50, right? But harmony. Tomorrow is a new dawn, and being in our heart center ripples out with positive effect. Harmony is the first shy dragon I met. Oh, shy. Maybe you guys were shyer when you were younger. Harmony is the first shy dragon I met. She was peeking out from me from behind a huge curtain when she first appeared to me. She's a quiet and considered being and is a lot less brash than some of the other dragons I've encountered. Yeah, I mean, you have a brash side to you, pile number 3, but I think you also have a very sensitive, deep side to you. I asked her about her qualities, and she replied, I am the bringer of harmony, restorative on an interpersonal level and an outer global level. If you are wrestling with a problem that you are unable to resolve, ask her to bring beautiful, harmonious influences. Ask the harmony dragon to bring beautiful, harmonious influences into the situation and guide you in any steps you may need to take. If she has appeared to you today, she asks, what area of your life needs reviewing? What do you need to let go of? Is it judgments or old habits? What is it in your life that needs reharmonizing? I will assist you in taking those first steps and supporting you as you go. Take some time to sit and contemplate your life as it is and look honestly at what may require changing. It may be something quite small, just a little tweak, or it could be a life-changing event. The answers you seek all lie within you. Yeah, psychic abilities. So sit quietly and ground yourself. Yep, be out in nature, like I said before, and be present and reflect. Your inner knowing, psychic abilities, under my guidance, will bring the answers to the surface for you. Tomorrow is a new dawn, and being in our heart center ripples out with positive effect, okay? Interesting. Pile number 3, talking about finding more harmony and peace in your world and connecting to your own inner knowing. I mean, readings are great. YouTube readings are great. Personal readings are great. But I also feel like you guys, if you really sit with it and contemplate it and spend some time out in nature, you're going to know exactly what to do. Okay? About whatever. All right, pile number 3. So let's go ahead and get some initials for pile number 3 to verify this reading. Okay, we have I. Yes, the most important thing is you, pile number 3. We have K, IK. Okay, I'm getting, I could be like Isabel or Isabella. Hi. Hi from K, all right? From a K person. Do you know someone with a K name? Could be a friend too or a relative, but we have D, HD, high definition. Yeah, being with you is like being in HD or high definition. Kid, KID, page of wands, kid, okay? Maybe some of you actually have a fire sign child or a very, outgoing child and you're a very beautiful mother or father, okay? But that's coming through here, kid. Kid and hid. As a kid, maybe you did hide behind some things, okay? Pile number 3. Yeah, interesting. We have you, right? I and you. Wow, I feel like this person maybe feels like you two were the same or something growing up, okay? I and you. Interesting. We have, I'm getting the name Duke as well. If you had a pet with that name or you know someone with that name, but the name Duke is coming up here. Are you? Someone wants to ask you a question. I feel like this hangman wants to ask you a question. Are you something? Interesting. I also feel like hire or hired here, maybe something about a job as well. Maybe this person wanting to reach out about that. I feel like someone doesn't want to be rude, so they want to reach out. Maybe you guys applied for a job or something and you're like, should I reach out or whatever, We have hair. Oh my gosh, remember I was mentioning your guys' hair? There's hair right here, the word hair. Dar or Darlene is here if you know someone with that name. Had, H-A-D, had you. I had you. This person is literally saying, I had you. Rad. It was rad when I had you. Okay. D-A-D, a dad type of energy could be coming through here. A father. Yeah, as soon as I said that, there's the F. Okay. Maybe your dad asking how you are, how you're doing. Pile number 3. Do some of you have a dad that is in spirit or worries about you at times? We have far. You are far. Like you are far away from me. Hangman. Okay. Are you far? Are you far away from me? Okay. I also feel like Archangel Raphael, RAF, is coming through here for you guys. Okay. Something about healing with the 6 of Cups. And, okay. Draft. I feel like someone's father could have been drafted. All right. That's another detail, like drafted into the military or something like that. Okay. We have VAR, VAR or variance. Somebody could work in an analytical field. We have have AV, rave. We're missing the E, but maybe someone here went to a rave. I don't know. You tell me in the comments, file number 3. And let's see what else. What other initials here for pile number 3, please? We have C. All right. Car. Your car. Somebody asking you about your car or van is what I'm getting. Or asking something about, are you okay with your car or van or something like that? Anyway, interesting. If you it's almost like a father energy saying if you have to go far, like make sure you take care of your car or van or something. Anyway, Card, C-A-R-D. You card. Do you guys sometimes still get carded, even if you're older? Or did you get carded like way into, life? We have M, okay? Damn. Yeah, D-A-M or damn. Damn as in someone holding, D-A-M as someone holding back their feelings. Like you're like, ooh, you're damn. I'm damned. You're damned. Or someone holding back their feelings for you. Damn and you is what I feel like with this hangman. Someone, I talked about that whole crying in public thing at the beginning and how some people are really affected by that. And they hold their tears back like a dam would hold water back. We have Rach, R-A-C-H, or Rachel. For those of you that know someone with that name or that's your name, welcome to your reading for sure. Cam, C-A-M. Cam or Cameron. All right, let's see. Mad, damn and mad. Okay, are you mad? I feel like this person is not heard from you or you've pulled back your energy and they're asking, are you mad? Literally, it's right there, okay? Are you mad or are you glad? Are you red or are you mad? But seriously, are you mad? I feel like this person wants to know. There's an L. We could have Lucy. We're just missing the Y. If someone had a dog named Lucy or a cat named Lucy, I also feel that is applicable here. Raw, like somebody could have been a cheerleader or something when they were younger too. Like the Page of Wands would definitely be a cheerleader when they're younger. Or maybe you have a child that's a cheerleader or something or wants to be. We have Mars. I feel like we're missing the S, but we have Ram and Mars, which is Aries, okay? Like taking the word world on, like headstrong. And I'm also getting the word Darfur, I can't say it right, Darfur, which is a place in the Sudan, okay? Did some of you ever read about that or learn about that or something came up about that? Okay, but anyway, Spirit's bringing it up. Here's the X. I was just holding it in my hand. I drew it, but I didn't really. I'm just quietly setting it out here for you, pile number 3. I'm just going to quietly. There may be more than one person here for you too, is what I feel. See if you can see an X here or you can see more initials, okay? And then you would than just this person, okay, is what I'm going to say to some of you. Ham, H-A-M, yeah, like somebody, Page of Wands, acting like a ham or hamming it up. Maybe you were kind of a ham when you were younger, or you have a child that's, a ham, like acts like a ham. I feel like we're missing the T and the E, but I feel like someone's asking like, do you hate me or something like that, okay? DILF, D-I-L-F, Dad I'd like to fuck. We also have MILF, M-I-L-F, MILF, Mom I'd like to fuck. Interesting. Pile number 3. You can't make it up, can ya? All right. I feel like we have AM. Someone could be a morning person or be up early in the morning. You guys are like, it's not me, but I don't know. Are you? Pile number 3. Maybe someone here that you knew though was, and they made that a big part of their personality or something. Kira, K-I-R-A is here too. Kira, my friend, I doubt she watches this at all because I knew her from a long time ago, but she might even not know that I have this channel, but she has a daughter named Kira. I see that name. Very nice. Okay. Yeah, we have come, C-U-M, are you coming? I am coming. Literally, it's there. Pile number 3. All right. We also have farm. Farm. Did someone grow up on a farm or was your dad into farming? D-A-D-F-A-R-M. Like your father farming or someone in your family into farming or someone here. I'm also seeing family. All right. So something strong coming up here about family or being out in nature. Okay. Anyway, pile number 3. What an interesting, amazingly, like just wild. I don't know what it was. It was just something. Your reading was definitely something. And there's a rack, R-A-C-K, like somebody likes someone's rack, okay? Pile number 1 or number 3, that was interesting. We are going to take it to your extended reading next. For those of you that would like to join me there, you can find the link to my Vimeo channel below. Thank you so much, beautiful piles 1, 2, and 3, and take care.